Hello, I'm Yvonne. In this part of the course, we will look at the content and format of the reading section of the exam, and we will explain and practice some strategies to help you do the tasks better. First of all, let's see what descriptors from the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages say about the level of reading skills a B2 candidate like you should have. A B2 candidate can read with a large degree of independence, adapting style and speed of reading to different texts and purposes, and using appropriate reference sources selectively. A B2 candidate has a broad active reading vocabulary, but may experience some difficulty with low-frequency idioms. As we saw in the previous slides, at B2 level, you're expected to have a good range of vocabulary for matters connected to most general topics. Here are some examples of topics which often come up in reading tasks. Read as much as you can to expand your vocabulary. Set aside some time every day. If you can read for 10 minutes or so in English, that's a good idea. There is access to lots of resources online, for example, newspapers, magazines, and blogs. This is much more practical and much more fun than learning lists of vocabulary. In the reading part of the exam, you'll be asked to complete 3 tasks with a total number of at least 20 questions. The total number is usually around 24. That's 8 questions per task. You will have between 60 and 90 minutes to complete the tasks, depending on the number of questions. This should be enough time if you approach the tasks in the best way. There are 4 types of tasks that you can be asked to do: multi-matching, a gap text, multiple choice, or true-false justification. Let's now look at some reading strategies that can help you to improve your performance in the reading part of the exam. Remember that you don't need to understand all the words in a text. However, if you think it's necessary to understand a word in order to answer a question about the text, you can try to work out the meaning. Let's look at some ways of doing this. It can be easier to understand if you look at the context. Use the information around the word. This might tell you, for example, if the word has a negative or a positive meaning. What is the position of the word in the sentence? This will give you information as to what word class it belongs to, and knowing this can help you to guess the meaning. If it ends in ing or ed, it's probably a verb or an adjective. If it ends in tion, it's a noun. If it ends in able, it's an adjective, and if it ends in ly, it's probably an adverb. But remember that there are exceptions to these rules. Another strategy you can use is thinking about similar words you already know in English. If you know the noun garden and you see it used as a verb in verb position, then you can guess what it means. Finally, the word might be similar to a word in your language. The meaning might not be the same, but you never know, you might be lucky. Remember to look out for false friends. Does sensible mean the same in Spanish and in English? Thank you.